Our defense again, came through. Our offense, wasn't great in the first half. Missed a lot of shots. I think it takes some time adjusting to their style of defense, and it wasn't only like missed threes. It was kind of shots in the paint we struggled to make, but we're kind of transitioning out of guard you to like lob you. I think that's what it was looking like in the second half. Just really showcase of really good athleticism, and it wasn't only in the open court. Jemiah had a couple against their zone where we were able to get Devin on a cut on the back line. So it was. I don't have a stat sheet in front of me, but I know that there were a lot of assisted baskets, and you're always pleased to see that. And so it was a good win, and very happy about it.
How about the boost that Jemiah Neal in particular gave you?
Yeah, this was the best he's played since he's been here at Arizona State, and I think he's we've tried to talk to him about do a lot of things. Don't identify yourself with whether the ball goes through the basket or not. And I think he was rebounding the heck out of the ball. I mean, 11 defensive rebounds is huge for a guy that plays on the perimeter. And so his activity level was really good. His defense was really good. And the game kind of slowed down where, he looked like his vision and his reads were very good on offense.
Do you feel like it just took maybe some time to figure out kind of the flow of the game against a team like places like that?
Yeah, it's hard to simulate it, and especially on a short prep where, we had 2 days as opposed to a few more days getting ready like for Washington State. But it's unique, and there's specific areas you look to try and attack with it. But bottom line is we got to maybe do a better job of just connecting on some of the shots that we missed. I think we had a layup in the open court we didn't make in the first half, and just the touch shots in the paint weren't dropping, and then the threes weren't. So it was kind of like the perfect storm.
I know that all season your defense has really fueled your offense. When you play such a challenging defense like this, did you feel that aspect was even more important to execute today?
I mean, that was the message at halftime, is that our offense hasn't arrived yet, and we're struggling to make shots, but we're up 2 points because of how well we guarded. They had 11 for a very long time. I don't know how long we held them to 11 points, and while we got our feet under us, at the offensive end.
This is the first time the ASU has been 4-1 in the past 15 years. What do you feel about that? What does that do for you guys?
I mean, it's nice to get off to a fast start. I mean, I wish I could tell you I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised, just based on how we played in the non-conference, the caliber of the opponents we played, and what we were able to get done. And had a couple of tough losses, but we handled our week very well. That's how we kind of looked at this week, is focus on these 2 games, taking care of business at home, and we played a lot of road games. For a Power 5. To go on the road as much as we did in the non-conference and neutrals. Hopefully that helps us as we leave here and start hitting the road.
Coach, you talked about the importance of your team's athleticism earlier. We saw Devin flying all over the court tonight, both on offense and defense. How would you describe how vital his effort is to the team?
Yeah, his motor was terrific today, and he's doing it at both ends because he's guarding Keon Brooks as their leading scorer. So. For all the highlight dunks and everything, he was performing at a really high level defensively. So that was a terrific all-around game for Devin.
And block shots are, obviously huge, but when Warren's doing that and just kind of getting the energy going, how big is that for the team?
Yeah, I mean it really lights a fire under the group, and just when you have that type of protection there, if there is a mistake that he could erase it. And it gets the crowd involved. It gets the energy of our team going, and it's and he's kind of the anchor of our defense there in the back.
How does having to pull the bench guys back out at the end take away from your enjoyment at all?
I'm just going to reserve a comment on that. I felt like we did the right thing. That's all I could say, and the game was far, decided clearly, and I'll leave it at that.
Wally, what about transition offense? It seems like you guys had more success in the second half. What were some of the differences that you picked up on?
I mean, I think our depth helps. Even if I had a stat sheet, I would see I did at halftime a number of their key players, minus Mia, who had foul issues, played heavy minutes. I'm talking like 17, 18 minutes of that half. And, you know, against our pressure and making it difficult to catch passes throughout their offense and our pace, you know, I think as the game wears on, it could, you know, potentially take its toll, you know, physically on a team getting back on defense as quickly. But, you know, overall, I think our individual defense was very good because they had a lot of guys that could go off the bounce at different positions. So it was a major key for us to contain the ball and not have them getting to the paint. So I think we did a really good job of that. And then the deflections and all the defensive rebounds. When your guards are getting, you know, like Jemiah getting 11 defensive rebounds, that's gonna initiate, you know, a fast break opportunity.